Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adora and I'm a YouTuber based in Chicago, Illinois. Today I'm going to share with you my okwa recipe. Okwa is also called African breadfruit. It is a very nutritious local dish eaten by the Igbo people of Nigeria. If you want to see how I made it, please continue watching. To prepare this dish, you'll be needing some breadfruit. I have about 5 cups of breadfruit. I also have some stock fish. I have some dried fish. All these are optional. You don't have to add them if you don't want to. I also have 3 habanero peppers and some seasoning cubes. I have some salt and I have red palm oil. So the first thing to do is to wash the breadfruit properly. Most times it comes with lots of stones and sands, so you have to pay very detailed attention to it and just wash it several times and try to separate the stones from the breadfruit itself. So if you have the breadfruit in dried form, assuming you live abroad and you have it in the dried form, what you need to do is just to soak it overnight. If you don't have time to soak it overnight, you can just soak it in water for about 2 hours or more and it will be just as the fresh one. Everyone has their own recipe for this delicacy. There are thousands of ways you can prepare this delicacy, but the recipe I'm going to share with you today is very easy and very simple. It is just a one pot recipe. So what I do is just to pour in the okwa inside a pot, and then the stock fish, because stock fish takes longer time to cook. I forgot to show you my crayfish. I'll be adding crayfish to this recipe. Okay, so after adding in the breadfruit and the stockfish into the pot, pour in some water, just enough to cover the contents of the pot. Place it on the stove on medium heat and just let it cook. Some species of breadfruit are very difficult and hard to cook, so in case you have such species, what you need to do is to cook it in a pressure pot, or you can add things like potash, that is akau, to help it to cook faster. So I checked mine at this period and it was almost done, but I still added some water because I want it to be a bit soupy. So the next thing I did was to add in my dried fishes. I want the dried fish to also cook and become soft, so that is why I added it at this period. So now the okwa became soft, very soft and tender, and it's time to just add in the other spices. As I said earlier, there are thousands of ways you can use to prepare this dish. Some people like it plain because it is a very local dish, it is a local delicacy. Some people don't even like to add any seasoning to it, but this is just my own recipe. Okay, you can try this recipe and see if you like it. So I added some salt. I also added some habanero peppers. The next thing I did was to add in my ground crayfish. Do you know, for a very long time I thought that this breadfruit was a proteinous food. Like my whole life I thought that okwa is a proteinous food. I just recently discovered that this food is high in carb, like it is a carbohydrate meal. It is not even protein, but even though it is carbohydrate, it is still very nutritious. It contains lots of potassium and phosphorus. I also added some seasoning cubes and just give it a very good stir, just to incorporate everything inside the delicacy. The last thing I add to my breadfruit is palm oil. After adding in the palm oil, give it a very good stir. One thing you have to note while making this dish is, even though it might seem like it is too soupy when you are making it, just know that once it cools down, it is going to become more thick. This dish, breadfruit, is a big deal in the eastern part of Nigeria. Like if someone is having a party and prepares this delicacy, it is often served to the VIPs, to the VVIPs. That's a very, very important persons. Those are the people that they serve this delicacy. Some people also combine it with corn. I do that sometimes, like if I have limited quantity of the breadfruit, I just add corn to it just to make it bigger. But if I want to enjoy my breadfruit, I cook it plain, no corn, nothing. Some people also like to drink the soup, that's the water from the breadfruit. I have tested the water and there's nothing special about it. I don't even know why they do it, but to them it is very, very important. But anyway, this is the end of it, and this is the end product. This is how it looks now, and trust me, this was so yummy. This was delicious. I just want you to try out this recipe and see if you will like it. And if you watched to this point, please like this video, okay? It means you enjoyed this video. That's why you watched it to this very point. Please give it a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe icon, and you can also turn on your bell notification. That's the bell sign, to be notified whenever I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.